Okay, move me to the front of the front. Okay, move me to the front of the Erika Jane fan club because I think I'll be on time this time because when I tell you Erika Jane had me hollering this episode. Now she a little self-centered, okay? She a little greedy. She a little self-centered. She a little, not self-aware. Well, let me take it back. She is self-aware, but she a little greedy, okay? A little selfish. But when I tell you the girl is smart and funny and I love it for her, yes. Oh my God, I go up for her. Anyway, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Belle and this is the Belle Perspective, and today I'm coming to talk to you about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. This is season 13, episode 14, Aches and Spains. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I talk about reality TV, books, movies, all kinds of things on this channel, so take a look around and subscribe if you're interested. If you're returning back, welcome back. You already know the drill. Get down in the comments, let me know what you think about the episode, and don't forget to like this video before you leave. Let's get into the review. Okay, so I know a number of you all have asked for pictures as I talk because I am not on video, but I do want to give you the heads up that getting pictures for these shows is not an easy feat, okay? These shows are locked down, so I have to search and search and search. So I find what I can find to satisfy the request, but I will let you know that this is not going to be an all the time kind of thing because it is hard to find these photos because they want you to watch the show. They don't want you to look for photos on the internet. Okay, so anyway, by popular demand, I am showing some photos here, but do not get used to this because if I can't find photos, then I ain't gonna do it. Okay, all right, so let's get into it. Now we open back up with Crystal not feeling well and 8.5 looking around like, oh, somebody better call an ambulance. Okay, and they call an ambulance. They get Crystal into the van, and here goes 8.5. Oh my God, I hope she doesn't stroke out, bitch. Girl, how are you supposed to be a healthcare professional talking like this? Y'all, I know that Crystal done buried the hatchet with her in this episode, but I did not. I will not, because I'm still mad at the fact that she was trying to change the narrative on Crystal, saying that, I know Crystal was making fun of my job and saying that my job was made up and all this other stuff. No, that's not what she said. What the girl said is that you lied about your job, that you're a nurse, but you was telling people that you was a doctor. That's what she said. And you're trying to distort the narrative because you don't want people to look around and be like, oh, 8.5 is a liar. I ain't forgot, and I ain't burying no goddamn hatchet, okay? Bitch, you still on my list, all right? Crystal may have gotten over it, but I did not, okay? I'm a hold a grudge type of bitch, okay? Anyway, so Crystal gets carted off or hauled off or whatever. We find out later on that Crystal has blood pressure issues. It runs in her family, and she really needs to be a lot more vigilant about her blood pressure. So shout out to Crystal, shout out to her health, shout out to her doing well. The girls decide that, one monkey don't stop the show. Crystal will want us to keep going. Crystal says she's going to meet them at the house once they get back. So they decide that they're going to go shopping, do a little shopping, and then they're also going to go to the church and get some lunch. Okay, so I think they go to the church first, and there was a moment between Kyle and Sutton where Sutton is apologizing to Kyle for not being a really good friend. And I really, really, really wish that Sutton knew that Kyle doesn't really like her like that. And I know Sutton cherishes the ground that Kyle walks on, but the feeling is not mutual. But for right now, Kyle has gotten her, she's withdrew her claws, okay? Withdrew her daggers for now. And they have decided that they're going to try to work on their relationship. I wish Sutton the best, but girl, watch your back, girl, because Kyle ain't to be trusted. Now, the girls end up getting an opportunity to go shopping, I believe is what they do. Yeah, they go shopping the second, and then they all sit down and get something to eat. So, listen, Kyle was like, where's an Hermes? Hermes is the center of my universe. If I can find an Hermes, that is my center, okay? And I can find anything else outside of Hermes. I said, I know that's right. Sutton says, I'm going to give these girls 7 minutes to shop, okay? Fooling with them. We'll be in this store for the rest of the week. I hollered. That shit was so funny to me. I don't know why. Anyway, Kyle and Dorit find a fan shop, old antique fans. Dorit goes around and buys 7 fans. I said, girl, why the hell did you buy 7 fans? Girl, now you just trying to show off money that your ass ain't got. But anyway, girl, whatever, okay? And I think Kyle bought a ring that was too small for her. I'm like, girl, you don't bought a ring you can't even wear. Anyway, they was just doing too much. Y'all shopping for no reason. Let me tell you something. If I'm finna shop, it's gonna be for some stuff that I can wear, things that I want, not just be shopping just to be shopping. Okay, that's just crazy. That's just craziness. Okay. Anyway, so then they go and they meet for lunch and they all sit down at a table. And I did not know Kyle spoke Spanish. Kyle speaks Spanish fluently. She orders for Garcelle, I think, and also 8.5. Now they get to talking and Kyle brings up the fact that it's ironic that Crystal needed 8.5 in her with her health situation, and shouting out 8.5 for being a trooper, for standing by her side, and yada 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 yada. Wah, wah, wah. And again, I stand on business when I say this. 8.5 is changing the narrative, making it seem like Crystal was calling her position and her profession fake. That's not the case. Crystal was saying that you lied about your profession. Get it right. But Crystal's not here. I can't argue on behalf of Crystal, okay? And Garcelle decides that she wants to bring up the conversation between Dorit and her, about the whole aggression thing, and you're attacking me, Garcelle. And I have 2 schools of thought. One school of thought is, if Garcelle had already talked about this with Dorit, why are we bringing it up again? Okay. That was my first thought. But as we got into the conversation, I started getting pissed off again with Dorit. Okay. So I first thought was like, Garcelle, why are you bringing this up again, girl? We done already talked about this. This don't need to be done again. Okay. So we go into the whole, Dorit she was from Israel and she got picked on and, those kinds of things. And while I understand the plight that Jewish people have encountered and endured, no shade, no disrespect, no nothing of that matter. To Black people, because of the hierarchy in this country, Jewish people, we see white before we see Jewish when we look at Jewish people. You have to Dorit had to literally say, I'm Jewish, for me to be like, oh, she Jewish. Okay, fine. And I don't want to, Black people are not a monolith, right? We all see things differently. But when I see somebody that's Jewish or could be Jewish, I don't even see Jewish. I see white. Okay. And people being treating people badly because they're Jewish. I do understand that. I really, truly do. And it's a sad shame, and I will never stand for it. But I stand on business when I say, when I look at Dorit, I see a white woman. That's it. That's it. That's all. Okay. I do acknowledge that she is a Jewish woman, but I also acknowledge that she falls in line with the white power structure because she looks white. Period. And that's on P. Okay. And that's on P. Anyway, I talked about that for far too long. Okay. Sutton is super excited because her friend Trevor and the erudites, the beautiful people as she calls them, are going to be coming to help spread Merce's ashes and just have a celebratory dinner with her and her friends. We are super excited. I love seeing Trevor and all his friends. It was really cool. And Merce and Trevor and Sutton and Trevor actually went to Merce's dance studio when she was back in her heyday, when she was in her 20s, child, hot girl and broke and living her best life. That's where she met Trevor. So it was really cute and cool to see him and all the friends or whatever. Okay. So they get home as they getting ready to go to dinner, prepare for dinner. They're going to be making paella. And I love my paella, child. They're going to be making paella. And Crystal's there. She tells the girls that she's fine. She's on high blood pressure medication. She's going to be doing well. High blood pressure runs in her family. She just needs to stay on top of it. Okay. And so later on that night, we get the party. Okay. Now, Garcelle, this is the best Garcelle ever looked. Okay. Ever looked. She looked real pretty. She had flowers in her hair. It was giving real Spanish queen, Spanish princess. Okay. It was real cute. Everybody looked good. Dorit had this cute Chanel bag. It was very cute. I was like, that's the best looking thing I've ever seen Dorit carry or wear or anything. Okay. It was real cute. So Trevor gets there with all the erudites, and he is just the sweetest. Sutton and Trevor share this very tender moment. This is after all the hoopla of the dinner, and he just tells her that he calls her lady, and he said that she's in her moment, right? She's in the right place, and that, you know, he always knew she was going to be exactly who she needed to be and where she needed to be, and that's why he always called her lady. I was just like, that. Come on, Trevor. It was just so sweet. Anyway, such a tender moment. Anyway, let's go back a little bit. Child, Garcelle in her she in her cougar phase, baby. She is walking, baby. She is in the streets, okay, baby. Girlie is looking, all right. She is on the market. She sees Storm, and then she sees an older man who's also attractive, and she get to flirting with him. And Crystal looking like, girl, okay, because I like white men too, girl. You know how Crystal is, child. Anyway, so they get to talking to the chef, and he reveals that Storm is actually his son. And Garcelle, I was hollering. Garcelle was like, "Where the child? Fuck the child. Where's the daddy?" I was like, "Oh Lord," but I'm not mad at her. Okay, I'm not mad. I am not mad. So one of the erudites came and was trying to like low key a little bit talk to the daddy, and Garcelle was like, "Trip her, okay? She ain't about to get in on what's mine." I know that's right. Anyway, it was cute. It was real cute. When I tell you Erika Jayne was 2 sheets to the wind, baby, Erika Jayne had been drinking on something all day. I've been drinking. She had been drinking. When I tell you drinking, not drinking. Okay, Erika Jayne had been drinking. Okay, she been drinking. Okay, so she barely can walk. She's just walking, trying to hold herself. You know how you put your hands out, right? You done had a lot to drink, and you done put your hands out by your hips, trying to make sure that you keep your balance. You know how you do that? I don't know if y'all ever did that, but I've been in a time or two where I'm trying to keep my balance by holding my arms to the side. Like, okay, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm gonna hold up with these 2 hands that I got. That's Erika Jayne. Anyway, they get to dinner, and we get to hear from Trevor's friends. There are 2 architects. One designed a marketplace, really huge marketplace in Spain. Another one thought she was doing something when she was like, "Oh, I'm from a place where Beanie Siegel is king." She was like, "Philadelphia." I was like, "Girl, you would have did better by saying Will Smith." You would have did better by saying Will Smith. But okay, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know who Beanie Siegel is, but I don't know about the rest of these people here. And of course, Erika Jayne know who Beanie Siegel is. But Dorit was like, "Oh no, we're gonna have to look him up." No, not we. You ho, you gonna have to look him up because your ass don't know who Beanie Siegel is. But again, the girl thought she ate when she said that. Girl, you did not eat, girl. You should. Anyway, she thought she ate, but whatever. She's like, "I love Beanie Siegel." Girl, we could tell. We could tell. Okay. Anyway, he starts telling us funny Sutton stories. Trevor starts telling us funny Sutton stories. And Erika Jayne opens up in dialogue with another, I think she was an architect as well. She's from Beirut. She's from all these different places. And baby, Erika Jayne is keeping up with the conversation. She knows the things. She knows the things. And Garcelle was like, "Who the hell are you?" Dorit in the confessional was like, "Child, she like a drunk Rain Man." Okay, girl. I was like, "Well, who is that?" Okay, who is Erika Jayne? Who is this? Erika says she didn't get an opportunity to go to college. She does have a high school degree, but she was able to sit down with a lot of people who know a lot of different things, and she just sat down and asked questions. I said, that is a smart woman. That is a very smart thing to do, and a very, very smart woman. Ask questions. She said, granted that they weren't stuck up and acted like they were better than everybody. They love talking, and they would love to talk about the things that they know. I think that is so smart. So smart. So as Trevor is telling his Sutton stories, Trevor reveals that Sutton lived in Brooklyn. Erika Jayne was like, "Brooklyn? That dump?" I was the ghetto. Hollering. That bitch, I was like, "Girl, I'm not fucking with you, girl. I'm not fucking with you." Lord, Erika Jayne had me so, I was hollering. So they started talking about Merce. Erika Jayne was like, "Listen, Sutton, I know that you love Merce and all, but you had him in a Ziploc bag." Oh my God, Merce is in the purse, girl. Take whatever she drank. Pull it away from her. Take it away from her. Get it away from her. Whatever she drinking. I was hollering. Listen, hollering. Okay, no more good, bitch. I was no more good. Okay, so they end up dispersing to go to bed and go home, and Erika Jane walking away. Y'all saw her again drunk walking, trying to make sure she get to her room without falling. Y'all saw that? I was hollering. Erika Jane had me just dying the entire dinner scene. The next morning they show all the women getting ready, getting dressed, ready to seize the second day or third day, I think it was. And Kyle walks in to see how Sutton is doing, and Sutton is having an emotional breakdown. Sutton is realizing that as she prepares to spread Merce's ashes, this is symbolic of the divorce that she went through, losing her father and losing Merce. And she said those were the three most important men of her life. And it is really hard for her. So I was getting teary-eyed listening to Sutton, because, she's like she said, I'm that girl, single girl living in Brooklyn all over again, all by myself, having to start over. And I'm like, it's not so bad, because you know more of yourself, right? And I feel like Trevor gave her the appropriate affirmation and the appropriate blessing to let her know that where she is just right and the perfect place for her to be. And I just thought that it was an amazing moment between the two of them. And I think it was also words for her to kind of meditate on as she transitions into this new life. So anyway, as always, we are always going up for Sutton. We love Sutton, Garcelle, and Erika Jane. Those are my three favorite girls. And yeah, I'm excited to see the next episode. Y'all, if y'all are not getting into Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, please do. I know they white, okay? I know they white, and I know it's white girl problems, but it is such a good show, so refreshing. I did not want this episode to end, y'all. I did not want it to end. That's how good it was. It really was. So give it a chance if you're not watching it. If you are, please let me know what you think. And yeah, don't forget to like this video before you leave. My name is Belle. This is the Belle Perspective, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.